This segment is brought to you by South Louisiana Bank. It's better when we bank together.
Hello and welcome back to this edition of Bayou Time. Again, your host, Keith Weissite, licensed clinical social worker with Terrebonne Home Care. Very glad you're joining us. However you may be joining us, we appreciate it. And we're always glad to get updates from what's happening with Waterworks. Welcome Mike Silber back to the show.
Thank you, Mr. Keith. Always a pleasure, my friend. Thank you.
I appreciate it. Of course, General Manager of Consolidated Waterworks District 1. And, you know, we talked a little bit last time about some of these changes coming up. Really excited about making some positive changes here with our water filtration.
It's getting better.
Right.
There are various regulating agencies continue to kind of tighten the screws, if you will, but we can see, so to speak, the light at the end of the tunnel. We went public and announced that beginning this weekend, we'll be doing a change in disinfectant.
Right.
And I hope the public will remember that's what we are, a disinfectant plant, not a sterilization.
Right.
None of that.
Right.
We disinfect water. And we'll be going on free chlorine rather than the chloramine, part ammonia and chlorine that we do most of the year. If I might just refresh some of the public's mind that in 2013, as a result of Naegleria fowleri, the brain-eating amoeba, causing a death in St. Bernard Parish, the state of Louisiana Department of Health declared an emergency.
Right.
And part of their recommendations to not allow that to happen was to increase the amount of chlorine residual in the water from 0.2 to 0.5.
Right.
That was codified. It was made law in 2017. Okay. So our change in disinfectant has been happening ever since 2013 for about a month. And we changed from a chloramine, which is a mixture of chlorine and ammonia, to straight chlorine.
Right.
While a chloramine has its place, the killing power of bacteria has been reduced because of the ammonia. You take the ammonia out, we go back to straight chlorine, hard stuff. Gets the bacteria done, gets it out in a hurry.
Right. And so a lot of people ask the questions, you know, do they have to do anything different? How does this change? It doesn't.
Absolutely nothing.
Nothing they need to do.
The only thing may happen is they may, I don't know if it's because you know it's there or you actually smell it, but people have reported, golly, it smells a lot more like chlorine. If you just set it on the table for a few minutes, that smell will go away. You can drink it, you can do it. But they have nothing, absolutely nothing that they have to do. It's still safe. It's still good. If you don't like chlorine, I'm sorry. That's what we got to do to bacteria, kill bacteria in the water.
Right. And again, it's just one of those things that we need to be careful of and more safe with. And that's the one thing, safe drinking water.
That's correct.
Safe water to use.
In 1974, the U.S. Congress made the Safe Drinking Water Act, created the EPA. They set the rules. They set the guidelines.
Right.
We follow them very strictly. Right. There's a lot of sampling and testing going on all the time, and so far we've always been in compliance with it. Right. So we think we know what we're doing, and it does a good job. It does kill bacteria. That's what it's all about. To keep you safe. Yeah. That's correct.
And fortunately, we get some really good fresh water this time of year, right?
Yes, we do.
God provides a lot of that for us.
Yeah, right. It's the Mississippi River is not worried about salt water, and the intercoastals calm down a little bit, and Bayou Black is building back up its level. So the raw water that we get is basically a better quality. It makes it a little easier to treat and go from there.
And again, it's really important for people to know that we don't sterilize, we disinfect.
We disinfect. We kill bacteria. We kill good bacteria, we kill bad bacteria. It doesn't matter. If you're bacteria, you're dead.
Right.
And so we take care of that, where sterilization just kills everything and wipes everything out.
Right.
And most people really don't like the taste of
sterilized water doesn't taste very
funky,
good.
You know,
type of thing. So. If they think it smells bad and tastes bad with a little chlorine in it or a different type of chlorine, it's certainly going to smell and taste badly as sterilized. Yeah. And so we're very thankful. I know your crews are working really hard. Maybe let's talk a little bit about how well done and well organized your organization is, and about taking care of things that after hours not everybody does.
Well, we do a lot for the public. We are a community water system. Right. That there is a very strict definition for that. we provide water, and we're the only people that provide drinking water in Terrebonne Parish.
Right.
So with that, if I may call it monopoly term, comes a great responsibility that we take very seriously. We are competitive with our rates for water. We do not per se make a profit, but we have to make enough money to keep the system running, pay our bills, and to change infrastructure.
Right.
We're getting ready for a big change in infrastructure on meters. You know, we just put a $7 million project for water to the hospital under any circumstance, getting ready to kind of christen that next month or so.
Right.
But now we're going back to putting in new meters with a cellular service, so you won't even see us driving by in the truck with a computer picking it up. It'll all come through the air. A lot of benefits that go with the customer. They'll be able to see they'll be able to see their own daily water usage, and they can set parameters like, hey, if we use more than 20 gallons in a minute, I want to know about this in your text.
Right.
So a lot of good things coming. So, we're investing the money that we do make back into the system to make it better for everybody.
Well, we're awfully thankful. I know you got a great team out there. Thank you for the updates, letting us know what's happening this week and getting our water nice and disinfected and taken care of.
Always pleasure. In about a month or 6 weeks, we'll be back and we'll let everybody know about that also.
We'll communicate that out. Very
Always
good.
a pleasure.
Mr. Mike, thank you again. I appreciate that. Enjoy that nice fresh water coming down.
Right. Thank you, sir.
All right, guys, that'll do it for this particular segment of Bayou Time, but don't go anywhere. We got a whole lot more when we continue.
This segment was brought to you by South Louisiana Bank. It's better when we bank together.